My mic's on. Of course my mic's on. Because I didn't do it right. Did I do anything right? Oh my God. No, I didn't do anything right. Yes, I'm by myself. And evidently, no, I don't know how to push freaking buttons.
Such fine entertainment, get a good laugh like that. Shit.
I got my house on a little piece of land.
Oh, man.
This is the place I'm gonna take my stand.
Oh, yeah.
Keep living on dreams.
Dreaming that dream,
one
baby.
thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be.
The only thing that keeps your ass going.
Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for the dream of me. Hoping someday
You ain't found it yet. Keep looking, baby. It's around the corner.
See myself in American dream.
Boy, Hattie. Be prepared to fight for it, baby. See? It is, but I just don't have the appropriate timing system down. You know, where you're watching more on just all this stuff, and then you're trying to decide. I got everything ready? Yeah. Okay, hit the button, go. Man, look at the chat. Anyway, it is Thursday. Maybe it is time for a Blue Dot family meeting, and man, we need to be getting our shit together, baby. I'm telling you. This is not going to be Blue Dot Dusty, that's a damn good question. We're going to get to that in just a minute. Just a minute. I want to welcome everybody coming in. Being a part of this family.
If you don't do that, I pay my taxes even when it hurts. Sometimes I think though it's just getting worse.
Oh, shit. See there? And then, if that's not enough, I forget to unmute myself in the Discord channel, so nobody get over there and the Discord can hear me. They can now. Like I said, I know what buttons to hit. It's just my timing that I have to get down. I'm sure everybody would appreciate it if I could get my shit together. And good questions to ask yourself every day, baby.
Am I living in American dream?
We all have to work for it. I have to work for your dreams. You have to work for my dream. That's the way this works. E pluribus unum.
Am I living in American dream?
Make the dream come true. Anyway, it is Thursday, so of course it's time for a Blue Dot family meeting. Randy Peterson. Woo, pig, buddy. Good to see you here. And Raylene Allen, thank you for being here. Dwayne Dwizzle came. Dwayne. Man, this is not working good. Dwayne Dwizzle came in. Boy, that just jumped. Richard Phillips is here. Suvan 50. Ardessa, thank you for being here. The Remixtress, I like that name, is here with us. Carol Gillens is here. Stephanie Dean, Jay's out working. Well, of course he does. He's got to work to buy all them candies and flyers so you have time off to strumming the sunset and all that kind of stuff, man. It's got to be humping it out there, baby, I'm sure. Joyce Brewer, thank you for being here. Oh, it did it again. Told him I need a new mouse because that thing goes nuts. Pat Hunter is here. Michael Falbister, thank you. Suzanne Jarrett, yes. Maybe my mic was on. Virginia Whitley, thank you for being here. And no sound? Oh, shit. Oh, well, because my mic wasn't on. No, my mic was on. Virginia, I don't know why you would not have sound. John Heron, our resident archaeologist, is with us. Hidey-ho, neighbor. Mark Perkins. Oh, this thing's jumping around. Dorothy Tyndall. Brenda Edmonds is here. Thank you very much. You can just call me BS. I ain't going to... Brenda Sue. Brenda Sue. Well, I ain't going to call you... Well, no, I'm going to stick with Brenda Sue. I like Brenda Sue better than BS. Anyway, moving right along. Sherry Bailey is here. Thank you very much. Blue Dot Dusty, indeed. Rose, thank you for being here. John Cass, thank you. Martha Oliveira, thank you for being here. Pat Hunter, oh, it jumped again. Willie Carson, Susan Murgia, thank you for being here. Oh, Lord, this thing, I'm going to hit it with a, you know, the salt, you get a small ball peen hammer, and you just give it a good tap. Tap, yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of things that need a good tapping in our society. Anyway, I'm going to talk real quick before I bring everybody into the room, because I got shit. I'll tell you what. Let me preface this by saying I was inspired by somebody else, and I was inspired again because I always have been by Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart has a new program. You have to hunt for it. I think it's only on. One of them streaming services, anyway. Jon Stewart's got a new, and it's called The Problem With, and he discusses different topics. And the problem with Jon Stewart right now is that he is not on network air talking every damn day because we need his voice. It is. But today I watched a special on it, and it said, the problem with freedom. And I was again inspired by this guy. He brought in several people to talk to. And it goes, I couldn't agree with him more. He reemphasizes the point that freedom is not free. And even the Republicans say that all the time. They say it in their little chants there. Freedom is not free, man. It's paid for, you damn right. And it's paid for by shared sacrifice. Shared sacrifice. That's the common term used to describe how this freedom was born from. That all of us paid a price. We were all willing to sacrifice for the greater good. And now they use the term to deny a mask or deny a vaccine or whatever. They use it as anything they could wipe their ass with, because that's basically what they like to do with the Constitution. But they use any excuse in the world. They got this interview with Joe Rogan coming up with, he's on there with Dr. Gupta. Are you shitting me 3 hours? Oh, I don't know. There's no extended study on this. We don't know what it's going to happen in 10 years. You know what's going to happen in 6 months if you don't get the shot and get COVID again? We know what the long-term effects of COVID are. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Born of a feeling that they can just use that word, the freedom. America is freedom. I'm not quite as eloquent as Jon Stewart might be. But he's right. Freedom is not free. It's something that you have to sacrifice for. And right now, earlier today, I did a little ditty. Put it out there. About Donnie's grand new idea, which is if you do not solve the election fraud of 2020, and that means installing him. That's the only out for it. If you don't do that, Republicans will not vote in 22 or 24. That's his plan. And remember, this plan was actually put in effect in Georgia for the Senate runoffs down there in Georgia when we took both seats. Yeah, that was the plan when they had two of their lawyers, Sidney Powell and Lynn Wood, down there talking about we just won't vote. Well, just fine. Don't vote. But Donnie boy, he's pushing this. He's putting a challenge down to the Republican Party, and we are seeing them fall in line. And we've seen it over and over again, and that's what the problem is. We have seen him challenge the Republican Party now to either install him as king, or he will destroy the Republican Party. Doesn't give a shit, because he's already demonstrated the fact that he'll destroy this country. Hell, if he's willing to destroy the country, what the hell's your party about? That ain't nothing, baby. He'll squash you like a bug. And we've seen that recently with Chuck Grassley and the governor there of Iowa, Richardson, something, standing on a stage while Donnie stand out there and pumped his bullshit out. They stood there. They're cowards. They're not going to say anything. They're dependent upon him. So, yeah, you see it, baby. You see it in my governor. Greg Abbott couldn't roll over fast enough to get his tummy rubbed by Donnie. He'd be up Donnie's ass all day long if Donnie would let him. But he's got to make room for Ron DeSantis. But they're both having a little contest there to see who can get farther up the canal. But we can't let this go by and just hope, well, that's a good idea, just don't vote, because no. They want more than that, and they're willing to go a lot farther to get what they want. If they're willing to try to attempt a coup, and boy, howdy shit, that'll get me into another rant. I listened today to politicians discussing and telling me, I'm jumping. We're going to take care of this. We're not going to let any of those people that we have put out a congressional subpoena, and if they don't, they're going to be able to pay for this. And I'll tell you what, and for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to keep talking and let you know exactly what I'm thinking. Don't talk to me. Do something. Do something meaningful. Which in our book, most of the United States, is if we didn't obey a subpoena, my ass would be sitting in the county jail right now. That's where my ass would be if I failed to honor a subpoena. They would send the law. I don't discussing it with my lawyers. Are you shitting me? That's something else too pisses me off. They're in what are they, discussions with the panel, these other cash. They're in discussions with the panel, so we're kiss my ass. It was the deadline. If they ain't there, criminal contempt, push the DOJ. Let's get somebody's ass out there with a badge and arrest their ass. That is the solution to this shit. Because if not, we're going to go through several more months of discussing how we're going to get these people and make them hold accountable to another 15 minutes of bullshit. Well, I explained to you why we haven't done anything yet. Fuck that shit. Get something done. You want to prove to the American people that you're in this for real? Get shit done. Take care of this January 6th shit. The infrastructure, the Build Back Better plan. Get shit done. If it ain't done yet, you ain't done your job yet. I don't want to hear months and months and months and more of mushy-mouthed assholes standing on both sides, standing up there explaining to me why they can't get anything done. Go to your boss. Go to your boss. Oh, man, I would like to have this job done, but, let me talk for 15 minutes so I can baffle your ass because I can't dazzle you with bullshit. So, anyway, that's why I ain't got it done, boss. Ain't a one of us gonna get away with that shit. We teach people how to treat us. We have allowed this Congress and every Congress for the last decades to get away with doing nothing because we don't hold them account. We don't hold their feet to the fire. We don't demand action. That's on us, baby. That's on us. So you want to know what we got to do? Demand, 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 demand. Tired of this bullshit. We teach them how to treat us. If they treat us like a bunch of dumbasses, it's because we taught them to treat us like that. And they can get away with it because, hell, they're just a bunch of dumbasses. No, I don't consider myself a dumbass, and I don't consider myself somebody who just wants to sit on their ass for the next 20 years while we think about doing something. I'm tired of stand by to stand by. This may be a maybe. Every day. Oh, stand by, stand by. Stand by for what? Stand by. Maybe a maybe here today. Well, it didn't happen tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. Hey, stand by to stand by. We need to do better. I need to quit running my mouth and see if I can appropriately and timely hit these buttons the right way. And if I did, Bill Jones would be in the room with me right now.
I think I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I am. Bill, how are you doing today? Nice to talk with you on the phone, by the way, today.
Yeah, it was a short conversation, but I hope you got a hold of Miss Spears. She gave me every indication when I talked to her Tuesday that she would help us out. So.
Indeed. Yeah.
Anyway, I have two comments that I'd like to make. The first is congrats to you and Travis on pulling off your first quote-unquote podcast, the interview with Aaron Trombley.
I don't know. It's not a podcast.
The editing part is a big pain in the butt. And kudos, hats off to Mr. Travis. Man, you got your hands full, buddy.
I really need to work on my look, Bill. I do not look pretty in that. I need to take my glasses off so I don't have this big ring of light in my face.
I thought it was excellent. First time out of the suit, and I did a lot of interviews when I was hosting Common Ground Radio. But one thing I learned is it really helps. Of course, you don't have an engineer, an editor, and a producer like I did. You have Travis, so
yes,
you can make his life a little easier by doing a little script of what
I
you want to say.
I wouldn't give him up for anything in the world.
Make up a little script with 4 or 5 questions and just meet those.
I have to work on that.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah,
because that's what he did. He gave me some questions, and then I was glancing at the questions to make sure I was doing it right. And when I'm watching the video, I can see myself there going, "Well, what's he looking at? He's looking off to the side."
I won't go into funny stories, but I can tell you crazy stories that both my producer and my engineer yelled at me about. It's like, Bill, have 3 questions, not 27.
Yeah.
It makes it easier for the edit guy. And I'm going, okay. It took me a while, but I figured it out.
It's hard for me to format to in my mind to do that because I'm more of a conversationalist. I like to let things just go where they want to go.
And especially what they don't understand, and I understand because I did it on my radio show and I still do it occasionally on podcasts, is you get so into the heated discussion, you forget going back to the original question.
Yeah. I do that often.
Like,
squirrel or get sidetracked.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's all there, Bill.
Yes.
That's
not an
me.
easy thing, but I was totally impressed. Is what I wanted to get across. What a great interview, and what a good candidate Monroe has for their town council.
Indeed enthralled by her. Yep. And if you don't know who we're talking about, shame on you. Because we've been telling you for a while. That is Aaron Trombley, and if you can, go by YouTube. I posted a link to it on my Facebook page. Go by there and take a look. It's an interview with Aaron Trombley, running for town council up in Monroe, New York, and that is her contact information. So please donate if you can, but definitely go by her Facebook page. Give her some support. It takes a lot of gumption to do this.
A lot to it. If you look at her Facebook page, there's a lot of issues that she really stands for the community. And I know basically on your 20-minute interview with the edit, she basically got across 3 or 4 of those ideas. But there's a million things that Aaron can help the community out with. Not just public housing and transportation and other stuff that she mentioned on the interview, but she is all about the people, and I think she would be a tremendous addition to that town council.
Indeed. So. I think so.
Anyway, that's about it for me. I do have something that I'd like to share with the community, and we can do it whenever you want, or if you want to bring some more people in.
Yeah, let's get everybody in the room here, because they're all sitting here listening to us. So,
no worries. Thank you, John.
Oh, you bet. TW, are you in the room? And I assume you brought Mork with you. Oh, no. TW. Oh, Mork may have anyway. Sparky Dunk, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good deal. How are you doing, Spark?
I'm doing just fine. Grady's doing just fine. He's staring at me.
Yeah, good.
From behind.
Good.
And I'm watching some video that popped up on my Twitter feed. I haven't listened to it, but I think it's a bunch of QAnon nuts or something.
QAnon nuts. That's what we'll need more of.
A Q patriot named Scott McKay held an event last night in St. Cloud, Minnesota, and he posted a video, but I haven't watched. But anyway, the hall where it's at, I mean, it is just packed with people.
Oh man.
No mask, not a mask inside.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. You know, it bothers me to see a lot of things I'm seeing in other cities, because, you know, when you live in your own little world, as we all do. I live in Corpus Christi, out in the country, and you know, until I go look, I don't know what's going on, and that's why it is important to go look, because of things like that. Because I don't see, well, that's not a good statement. A little preview in my head said, no, that's not true. I don't see the masses of protests like we're seeing in other cities. I don't see a right-wing nut job society down here on the steps of the waterfront down there giving a rally. But that is exactly what's happening in other places. So yeah, go check it out and learn, because it a nice glass of bourbon on ice would help watch that. Anyway, Ben Solo, are you in the room?
Yes, how's it going?
I'm doing just fine. Ben, how are you?
I'm doing good, and Daisy, she's hanging in there. She's doing good, and Oliver and Shadow are out
There you go.
being cats and hunting.
So all the fur babies are just fine.
Yep, and
Outstanding.
we're having perfect fall weather up here today.
Yeah, there you go. You can't ask for anything more than that, man.
Nope.
You know, good weather and happy fur babies. Anyway, Ben, thank you for being in here. TW, did you ever get in here? Where's TW?
Got his hand raised down there.
Uh-oh. Well, he's over in this screen again. Kathy and Keith, are you in the room? I haven't got them either. TW, are you with us?
Hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now, TW. How are you doing, and how's Mark?
Mark's around here somewhere.
We
He's
got to check on
been
the fur babies.
back and forth.
That's what we
Yeah,
do.
he's back and forth right today because we've had a lot of weather and thunderstorms, and
No
he's
shit.
not a happy camper right now.
Nah, they have a tendency not to much like thunder and lightning and shit.
No,
I know mine don't.
he doesn't like
Anyway.
gunshots, thunder.
Yeah. Loud noises,
firecrackers,
don't crank it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we're glad you're here, brother. I'm glad Mark's doing
Yep.
fine. All right. Well, we got everybody in the room now. I'm trying to maneuver my pipe to be able to work correctly. I think I pack. You know how that is, Bill.
You don't
You
need
just
that.
put a little
You
bit
don't
too much
need that.
pack, and you're not going to get a good flow on your tobacco, and you know,
I hear you.
it messes your thought train up while you're thinking, hey, that ain't burning right. I got to fix that. Anyway, I think I fixed it. If we could fix our country as much easy, it would be great.
Oh,
let me catch up real quick, because Lady Freedom rocks, and indeed she does. Came in with a $5 donation and said, got a wheelchair yesterday. Don't know how I feel about it. Baby, Lady Freedom rocks, thank you very much for the donation. I don't know how to address that, baby, because because I've faced that. I mean, it hasn't happened, but it's been threatened to me. You're going to end up in a wheelchair because I make one more little mistake on my back, and that's exactly where I'm going to be. And I've always tried to take the attitude, oh, shit, give me wheels and I'll roll over your ass. You know how they are about handicapped people. Oh, get out of his way. You damn right, get out. I got something to say. It's a hard road. My mother-in-law was in a wheelchair the whole time I ever knew her, right up until her death. And there was never a day I didn't see a smile on that woman's face, that she didn't laugh and enjoy life. And that's what you do. You try to get through every day, no matter what life tosses at you. Even shit that's really, really, really fucking bad. You got no choice but to get up the next day. And you got to get to the refrigerator because you're starving your ass off, so you're going to have to take a step. And you just have to keep taking those steps. And if it takes a wheelchair to get to the refrigerator, get in there and start rolling, baby. It just transfers it from your feet to your arms. Besides that, like I always told my mother-in-law, I'll just hook a freaking chain to the thing, get on, let's go on to where you want to go. We'll go. It ain't no big thing to get her in the truck and get her going. Anyway, Lady Freedom rocks indeed. Just take care of yourself, baby. Take care of your mental health as much as your physical health as much as possible, and don't get if they get in the way, roll over them, baby. And I always said I wanted one of them neat wheelchairs too. Don't give me one of them grandma ones. I want one of them ones with slanted wheels or some shit, so I could chase their ass down. Anyway, thank you so much. And Catman56, my buddy Keith Teeth, came in with a donation and said, in Minnesota, those people are viewed as batshit crazy, but they get all the news. Sick. They are not what we are. No, they are not, Keith. And that is what, you know, you see these rallies and shit that he's having. There's a bunch of people there. Evidently, there's a bunch of people down there in that rally that Spark's talking about. But as a whole, they're nothing. Okay, they are a minuscule percentage of our population, but it's like the virus thing. If you don't get vaccinated from that shit, it spreads. And that's what we're looking at. We're looking at a pandemic of ignorance, a pandemic of hate, of willing to destroy the very country they claim to love. And it's dangerous. It's much more dangerous than we perceive to be in our own little cocoons wherever we live, unless you happen to be living in the middle of it. And I have a feeling I'm fixing to get a letter that's from a blue dot that is indeed right in the middle of it. I'm worried about her. I'm worried about the environment there, and I worry about this country, and that's why I'm here every day. I'm no great patriot. I'm trying to be a good citizen to point out a direction I think this country needs to be, or how we. I don't know. I never did this before I got mad and started this crap. Oh, y'all don't let me rant. Shit, because I'm in the mood for it, baby. Somebody start talking. Whew.
Hey, sometimes you gotta rant. That helps.
I'm just, I'm concerned for my country, baby. I am.
I agree.
And we need to
I
take
can give you a little
definitive
I can give you a
freaking
little
action.
respite and read this thing I have if you want a respite from talking for a minute or two.
Well, go ahead, Bill. You wrote an opinion piece, right?
Yep, the other day, and it's about takes me about 3 minutes to read it. I'm guessing.
Go, Bill.
I'm not going off of the print. I'm going off my little 3-by note. Because I don't know if you've ever noticed you read something or you go off a teleprompter or you're reading a speech, it comes across like
Bill,
you're reading.
I can't. If I sit down,
if you follow,
yeah.
But if you follow your notes, it sounds more
yeah.
compassionate.
So many
I'll
times
just
I have
follow
put my notes off to the side. As a matter of fact, that is the problem
Yep.
I had that I recognize. You
Yep.
always critique yourself.
Yep.
With my interview
Yep.
with Aaron, is I
Yep.
was looking at the notes. Don't do that.
Exactly.
You look like you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what you want
Yep.
to do. You just gotta,
Yeah.
anyway.
I can't tell you how many times I broke my bad habits on the air. Good Lord.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Baby.
Anyway, the piece is entitled Existential Payoff. I know that's a big word.
Existential payoff.
It's existential chaos. That means the problems we're having in our existing time. So basically, here we are, 2021. We have survived, 19, 20 months now of the largest pandemic to hit the United States in over a century.
Indeed.
COVID-19 has cost us well over 700,000 lives, approaching 750,000. That's just one of the problems we have. Look at our infrastructure package that we're trying to pass. Roads, bridges, tunnels, putting people to work, all kinds of good things in there that we could use. We're dealing also with the January 6th insurrection and the effort to try to overthrow our government. On a good side of that, today the committee announced Mr. Thompson came out and said Mr. Bannon will be facing criminal contempt charges that he's sending to DOJ tomorrow. So kudos to our chairman. Good job. There's a million things that that affect us today, whether it's homelessness, veterans care, public housing, you name it.
Pick one.
The list is endless of the problems that we face in America today. Each and every one of them could be an existential threat on its own, but they pale in comparison to the number one threat that we have, and that is voting rights. The existential threat to democracy is a threat to our constitutional republic. It is a threat to our representative democracy by our voting. As of today, 49 out of the 50 states have introduced bills to limit or restrict voting rights. 19 states have already implemented 33 pieces of legislation. They've done this by spreading the big lie. You stole the election, or so they say. We should have known this by knowing that Donnie spread 30,000 plus lies. In fact, fact check that anywhere. In fact, if you Google Washington Post fact checker, they have a bigger number than that. But we know it's 30,000 plus. That's double digits a day. So we should have probably known this was coming. The bottom line of this is we are, and that may be a big term, existential chaos, but we're facing the largest stumble that we have had since the Great Depression and World War II.
Indeed.
We the people are on the line. America is on the line.
Indeed.
Without access to voting, our voice falls on deaf ears. So please, join me as an American, as a citizen, not as a Democrat, a Republican, a Libertarian, an Independent, a Protestant, a Catholic. None of that stuff matters. If you're an American, you have the duty to vote. So in the next year, we have a year, guys, 1 year. Not only are you going to vote, but over this next year, I want you to each and every one of you do me a favor. Look for someone that is not registered to vote or did not vote in the last election. Take them with you or get them an absentee ballot. If we bring one person plus ourselves to the vote, I promise you we'll win. We can do this. So remember, we're in hard times, but also remember that we can win this. So thank you for listening.
Bill, your voice is always welcome here, and indeed, that is a well-written piece, and we appreciate you sharing it here.
I was kind of ad-libbing it, but that's basically what it said.
Yeah.
I might have been a little more fancier, but yeah.
Yeah, I occasionally read a piece because I really want to get my thought across, precisely the way I wrote it. But yeah, in this kind of conversation, this kind of format, yeah, it's all just a conversation. So. And speaking like that, it brings it from your heart, Bill, and that's what makes it so well is the fact that you're recognizing what we all.
Yep, any one of those things will make you go emotionally over the top. I mean, when I think about unemployment or the infrastructure, I think about COVID, or I think about homelessness, or any of those things. The veterans issues now, the VA is in a goddamn. Biden's got a job pulling that back together after what Trump did to it, but. Any of those issues will make you go over the top. And the message I tried to get across is, yeah, we got a lot of problems, but you know what? We can fix it. We outnumber them. We just need to show up. Don't sit at home like those 100 million people did, please.
Exactly. Apathy will get us nothing. You have to care about this. You have to be involved.
Yep. Exactly.
And we've demonstrated that through. Well, if we learned our lesson in 2016, we came back in 2018, and we've demonstrated it in 2020. We can only get better if we keep our motivation and keep our eye on the future, because right now the game that they're playing is state by state. They're going after the voting laws to determine who's going to win, not your vote, who they decide will win.
Mr. Schumer came out today and said next week he's going to do a test vote in the Senate for the John Lewis voting rights. So we'll see.
Let's see where everybody lays.
It's not John Lewis. That's dead. It's Manchin's bill.
Joe Manchin's bill?
Manchin's bill. I know he said he was going to.
On the voting rights?
Test vote is all I know. Next week.
Yes.
Joe Manchin's, yeah. I'd have to.
The one he says, I think he thinks he can get 10 Republicans.
to vote for. I'd have to
Yeah.
look at his bill again. I can't. I read it once, or not the whole thing, but I got the cheat sheets.
My message to those Republicans is
The Freedom
how the
to
hell do
Vote
they think
Act
they
or
got
something
in
like
office?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Freedom to Vote Act.
Yeah. All I know is Schumer's going to push it next week. My question to the Republicans is, how the hell do they think they got in office? Huh?
How do you think they're
Yeah,
going to
nobody
stay in
voted for
office,
him.
baby?
Come on.
They're going to stay by rigging the system, and that's what we're watching. That's what we've seen here in Texas. They're making it harder and harder for people to vote here in Texas. They want to give the legislation, the legislators in Texas and in other places, the right to overpower, to wipe out the popular vote, the vote of the people, and determine their electors. You let that go, your democracy goes out the window, baby. And we can.
Amen.
That's what this discussion is about, man. This is a full-on attempt. I got to catch up here on some donations, but you know, on my Facebook page, there's a thing there that says dissent. Lapland. Dissent is what rescues a democracy from a slow death behind closed doors. That is what these state-by-state voting restriction laws are. That's a slow death behind closed doors. Nobody's looking. Hey, the only people looking here in Texas are Texans. Hey, don't do this. We don't like it. Fuck you. We're going to do it anyway. But everybody else has to be concerned about this. We all have to be concerned because that's the plan.
Yep.
A slow death behind closed doors, baby.
Yep.
And that's what we have to stop. Anyway, let me catch up real quick here. Let me get the right thing I got to do because it moved on me. Catman56 came in with a donation and said, in Minnesota, those people are viewed as batshit crazy. They get all the news sick. They are not what. Oh, wait. I did that one, didn't I? They're not what we are.
you did that one.
I did do that one. I'm sorry. And Keith Beal, well, not sorry. I'll read it twice, Keith. Keith Beal came in with a $5 donation. Thank you both, Keith and Kathy. Thank you very much, baby. Let me see. Linda Gallup came in with a $5 donation and said, I laughed at what Trump said about the Republicans should stay home and not vote in 22 and 24. Sounds perfect. He lost. He will never admit it. Linda Taylor Gallup, that's exactly it. And I hope his plan works. Just don't go vote. That's how we'll teach him. And Catman56 came back with another donation and said, why is it these right-wing nut jobs need lawyers to clean up the dirtiness of their own boots and actions? Indeed, baby, because they got Trump shit all over their boots. And Curtis Wood came in with a $5 donation. I said, I heard, if you don't put me back in power, I will destroy the Republican Party along with your democracy. Curtis, those are the words exactly that I heard come out of Donnie's mouth with that statement. You either put me back in power or I will kill this country. I will kill democracy. I will destroy the Republican Party. That is the challenge that man has thrown down to this country.
Yeah, dictatorship.
Yes.
Or piss on you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember, most of the autocracies that are across this world got in there by democratic election. That's how Putin got in.
Yep.
He got elected in. Bolsonaro got elected in. They get elected in, and then they, just kind of change the rules a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's how it happens. And that's
Hey,
the
John,
model
I
that
got
they want to do. Yes, Ben?
I got something I'd like to share with everyone.
What's that?
Guess who was in Kansas City, Kansas yesterday for a Hispanic Heritage Month event?
Oh, you tell me Ted
No idea.
Cruz, and I'm going to pop a cork.
No, hell no.
Good.
No, guess who came? I'll give you one guess, and then if you don't get it right, I'll tell you.
All right, give me one guess. Ted Cruz.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
Oh, damn it. Who was it?
it was First Lady Dr. Jill Biden.
Really? Came to
Yep.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Good for her.
Kansas City, Kansas, for a
Good.
Hispanic Heritage Month event.
Good.
And
It is Hispanic Heritage Month, by the way, if you haven't known.
that's the good news, but there's a little bit of bad news about this.
Uh-oh. What?
When she left the event and was headed back up to Kansas City International Airport to board Air Force One,
Yeah?
she was
She's
greeted
not
by...
on Air Force One.
Nope.
You're right.
They said on the news she was going to board Air Force One.
Well, Air Force One is wherever.
Not alone. She's not. She's
yeah.
flying on one.
Air Force One is wherever the president is.
Yeah.
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 Air Force Two is.
Yeah.
Air Force Two would be what she would be boarding.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she was on her way to the airport to board the plane to go back to D.C. On the highway there off of I-29 on the way up to the airport.
Right.
There was a whole bunch of people with signs say "fuck Biden."
Well, there's your little maggots. See, they come out and want to display their colorful markings. Hoping to attract other maggots. That's what they do.
Kind of like
you just walk by that kind of shit. That's the nasty maggot crowd.
And then today, I seen Bo of the Fifth Column's video about talking about Trump's words, and I was thinking, I was thinking about it for a minute. Like, okay, Trump's threatening this, but you know what? If that happens and he convinces his base to not vote, we got a bigger problem, because either way, either COVID's going to kill them and stop them from voting, or if they don't vote, they're still going to gerrymander the hell out of us, and we're still going to have a big problem.
Today in my on my earlier video I ended it when I said that democracy is going to die from either COVID or a civil war, both of which will be presented to us by a bunch of batshit crazy idiots. But it doesn't matter if you end up dying of COVID. It doesn't matter if a batshit crazy idiot gave it to you or you just got it off the side. Whatever, you're still dead. The result is dead. If our democracy dies, it's going to be because of idiots that we let loose, that we opened Pandora's box and they took the word freedom and is shoving it up your ass.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo.
Sorry. I'm cranky today. This
Hello?
is fish. Yes, hello.
John, you aren't alone in the fight, John.
Indeed,
Nope.
I'm not. Indeed.
Amen.
Indeed. All right.
Yeah.
So, Keith, did you make it into this room?
We can just
He's
drop
got-
He's muted. Keith is muted.
You got it mute on. Yeah,
The
Toby, take it off.
wheelchair. He's supposed to come and pick the wheelchair up because it's the wrong size. It won't work.
Which one? Who?
And I'm trying to get beds moved so we can get the hospital bed.
Oh, at your house?
Cunningham.
I think Sparky might be on the phone.
Yeah,
Okay.
he might have forgot to mute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay. That's okay. He is a caregiver, and so yeah, there's things he has to deal with, and I'm sure he
I
just
think
forgot.
Keith is unmuted.
Keith, are you with us?
Now, I don't know if he's. Oh,
No, Keith, we can't hear you.
Well, Keith.
We can't hear
his
you.
mic went off.
Well, Keith.
Well, that's all right. We'll see if he can jump in here in a little bit. I see Jorge Tirebiter is out there, and I'm trying to get him into the room, and I just clicked on it, but it's got a little red dot, which, Jorge, you have to accept, buddy.
Jorge, you have to
I
accept
can lead the horse to
little
water,
green
but
button.
I can't make it. There he is, Jorge. How in the hell are you doing? Drink the water, buddy.
We're okay, guys. How are y'all?
We're doing fine. How's Nan?
Oh, Nan's wonderful. She gets up at like 6:30 and goes swimming, and
Really? They have
what are
a
you
pill
gonna
for that.
do?
They got a pill for that,
I can't keep up with her. I can't keep up with that.
Oh, Lord. Well, good for her that she's up and doing, staying active. Good for her. Yeah, we all should do
Oh
that.
yeah,
I should do that every morning.
She looks after me, so that's good. And
I get up and go feed my ass. Not me. I go feed my donkey. I go feed my donkey because as soon as she hears me up make a creak in this house, I hear her. So, yep, that's the first chore. Get up. I can make 1 cup of coffee, take about 2 or 3
I
sips.
gotta go see
Out
Jenny.
the door. Yeah, got to go feed her. She
Gotta go see Jenny.
prefers to have her hay early, and delivered. So that's me, Johnny on the spot, baby.
Delivered. Gee.
Yeah, hell yes. Room service, buddy. Room service.
Damn.
Gets nice fresh hay every day. Gets some feed pellets and some wheat. Not wheat.
And every now and then a peppermint.
Yeah, every now and then. Yeah, that's a ticket. Hardly ever give her one. Every now and I got I'm out of peppermints right now. I'm out of orange slices.
Well,
I tried to
pocketful
stay off
them.
of them, because it's sugar, and I don't want her teeth to rot. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Daddy, can I have some orange slices? Well, of course you can. I'm a sucker for all my animals. Are you shitting me? Going broke buying cat food. I swear every day there's freaking cat food. God knows.
Well, it's because every time you go outside, there's more cats. It's like, okay,
You want
time
one?
to grab a hold of your
You just got
cats
Mork, man.
and-
Mork needs a companion. I could send you a cat
No,
tomorrow.
Mork
If it doesn't
Mork
work
would
out, I'll
eat
send
a
you another
cat.
one. We'll find one that works out eventually. It'll be a perfect match, I guarantee you. We'll work through all of them. Yeah. No.
Keith keeps muting himself and muting himself. I don't think he realizes his mic's not working.
Who? Keith?
Yeah, Keith.
Yeah, Keith. We can't hear you, buddy. I see you muted, but yeah, when you were unmuted, we can't hear you. But I know you and Kathy are sitting there listening. So my love to both of you, and always goes. I'm telling you, man, we got a beautiful Blue Dot family. How many pounds of cat food to go through in a week? That's a damn good question, Mark Perkins. I can tell you how much money it sucks out of my wallet a week. I'm telling you, I had to. Like any family, you work on a budget. This is what you got to work with, and that's what you do.
Yeah.
Well, it's getting close to, it's not close enough to when the next income comes into the house. And so today I'm up there buying a little bitty bag of cat food and 2 cans of cat food and then 2 cans of dog food. And, that's going to last 2 days. But it was the dry cat food that, man, it's like I looked at that bag and thought, yeah, what is that, 2 days? 2 days? It's one of them little bags. And,
Yep.
that's 2 days. Shit. Because I got so many cats. It's my own fault. I know that. We got to get some of them fixed around here because it's just getting batshit crazy. I've got right now 6 kittens, and that's going to add 6 more mouths to my... Yeah. But it's...
How many cats you figure you have now, John?
We have 2 in the house that have lived here forever, inside the house. With Tyler. Those are Tyler's cats. It's shit, the 2 with names. My mind is just gone, I swear. Anyway, and then we now have, of course, that little kitten y'all have seen me post pictures on that got tossed out of the nest and was starving his ass to death. The little thing is the fattest damn thing around right now. You put the food down and he's on it batshit crazy. And because he's in the house now, well, he gets that more regular. And my outside cats, they got to, I don't know, bring me a lizard, lay it on the altar there, and I'll bring you some. No, they get fed in the morning, and then again in the evening we'll go out and put just dry out there, and they'll all come eat it. And but the little one inside, he's eating up a storm. He's a little fat little shit. And but now when I put him back out on the porch, I put him back out there when everybody else is eating, thinking, oh, okay, look, go get busy. No, he's already full by that time because he's done had a bowl in the house before he gets out. Anyway, I got too many cats. But the fun part of it is when I go out to sit on the porch to contemplate the universe, I have little black monsters that are just rubbing up against me, purring their little asses off, wanting me to pet them, climbing up in my lap. And all of a sudden, the pressures of the day kind of wash away, and I'm more relaxed with a bunch of cats in my lap. And besides that,
I don't know.
Vicky really likes to smell them when I come back in the house. Oh, but Vicky, the cats run in, and Vicky's just looking at them now. Pit bull, full big 70-pound pit bull. Hi, kitty.
Hey, John.
Yes.
I don't know down in your area yet, but up here in Kansas, the spot on the cat food, dog food aisle where the wet cat food is
Oh man,
starting
it's
to
decimated. Decimated. and you probably, because you know what's sitting in them ships out there anchored in the bay? Cat food. That's what I'm figuring.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The dry food, so the dry food stock is still good, but the wet food is really
everywhere I go. Wet food is hard to find. Canned food, and
That's because the canned food goes quicker.
The canned food goes quicker, and the only reason we're doing canned food is because we like to spoil them. But we don't. They don't get a whole can of cat food. No, 1 spoon in this bowl mixed with a bunch of dry food. That's what we do. We just mix it in there like you would gravy.
Yeah.
And
another aisle at our stores up here that's starting to diminish again, like it was last year.
Huh.
The toilet paper towel aisle.
It's going to happen. We're going to have it because that's what
I have a question on that subject now. Now, remember the toilet paper and the toilet and all the tissues went bye-bye. You know what? You know what I have not seen yet? I don't think it's came back. Is Lysol products, because I think they've been out for the year.
Are you shitting me? And when I do see a Lysol product, I go, "Oh wow, look, that's rare in this world today."
Very rare. It's like a zebra.
But we can get ready for it because now, and kudos to Joe Biden for stepping up and making the deal to get the ports open 24/7. We're the only nation in the world where our ports aren't open 24/7.
Well, that's because
we did 9 to 5 during the week and closed on the weekends. We got to get out of that.
Donnie's head was closed.
Yeah. Well, we have to get out of that. We have to be more productive to get those products in because we're having trouble.
I don't want them to come in here. I don't want them to give us COVID.
Oh, yeah. There's one of them containers. That's all it's loaded with. It's just COVID. Once you open it up and COVID just rolls out. It's an international marketplace. Most of our goods come from overseas. There's no way around that. We always encourage people to buy American and buy local. Buy local is your best bet, baby, because you're supporting the people that live around you, and that's always the best thing to do. But it's a global marketplace. We get most of our goods and a lot of cars, a lot of big major appliances and stuff from overseas. And that is, again, how we've taught them to treat us. We've built that trade over many decades. So here we are. And we have to, improve. You could almost link this up with the infrastructure bill. We need better infrastructure. We need to be able to move goods through our ports the same way other major nations do, in a timely manner, and get it off the boat, get the boat out of here, get it on a truck, put it on a train. Let's get it to the store
as fast as we possibly can.
That is
able to do it.
Yes.
A decent living.
That would help.
Truck drivers too. Truck drivers are in high demand right now.
There are so many things that affect you and me, and let me hit that button. Talking to Aaron Trombley just the other day, and we were talking exactly about that, about housing costs, about wages, what it takes for a family to survive. And Aaron is running for town council. Yeah. And
there's the people in her town.
Yes. But as I told her, what affects her town affects my town. What affects her, what affects New York, affects Texas. And if we all
problem everywhere.
Yeah. If we, as a society, start at the grassroots, start at the level of somebody running for town council. If you get involved in that, believe me, that's going to lead you down the path of what the governor did, or my congressman said what, and you progress and you're more involved. It's not that it has to eat your whole life up. Believe me, that can happen. But you have to be concerned enough to participate, because apathy leads to the destruction of this country, of democracy itself. If you just sit there and say, well, I don't care, well, at some point you will. But by then it'll be too late. So anyway, let me catch up again, because Catman56 came in with 2 donations. One says, I don't understand what makes the right-wing nut jobs think they are the only ones with weapons. because they're the only ones that get a hard on trying to run around showing them off. Look at me. Look what I got. Yeah, I'd prefer to not do that. And, yeah, that would be a sad mistake on a lot of people's part. Catman56 came back with another $3 donation and said, Catman56 to the cat food fundings. Outstanding, my friend. Outstanding. Yeah, yeah, keep going for another thing. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button. What am I doing with that one? Oh, I'm clicking the mouse, and I don't even know where the damn button is. Am I still on the air? Because it's over.
You are.
Yep.
Yeah, you're here.
Okay, because it's right over there by the end show button. And I was over there clicking that sucker. Lord, it's the wrong one. And Johnny Fly, all the way up from Pennsylvania, came in with a $5 donation, said, hey, John, maybe you can take in an attack dog and train it and send it down to Mar-a-Lago. Keep Donnie and the insurrectionists at bay. Fuck Trump. Hey, thank you, Johnny Fly. I did. It's a pit bull, buddy, and I mean, she is one vicious looking. And then I turned her into a baby. Or it's a baby.
I just thought of something.
You want to hear a good news story?
I do want to hear a good news story. What good news? Pray tell.
Andrew McCabe, you remember him?
Yes. FBI.
Won back his pensions and other benefits after settling a lawsuit against the Justice Department in which he asserted that he was dismissed for political reasons.
Good. Thank goodness. That is a good story.
One day.
One day. One day. They did it for spite. They did it for revenge. And that, in a nutshell, demonstrates who Trump is. Who Trump is. That's the guy. On the last day of your retirement, come snatch it out of your... Yeah. That was I am so happy. Oh, man. He's got some back pay coming. Ooh, cool. Mama and him going on vacation, baby. Yeah.
Oh, cruise time.
Yeah, cruise time. I don't know. You go down to the Bahamas. I hear it's a nice place. Huh?
I just thought of something.
What?
I'm not trying to be crude or anything, but...
Go ahead. Be crude.
Why don't you send all those cats down to Mar-a-Lago? You know, Trump always said he wanted some pussy.
Because I love my cats.
Oh, no.
And therein lies my problem. Therein lies my problem. I have always been in love with cats. Don't you sit there and think I was going to say something else. I've always had a lot of affair with cats. Are you shitting me? I've always had little cats around, and I love them dearly. Yes, I'm an animal lover. That's what the problem with animal lovers is. Like we're hoarders. I got 2 cats. Yeah, I'll take another one. Look at that, 4. It's okay. 6.
Don't get me wrong, people. I love cats too. I wouldn't send them down to Donnie because he'd think they were Taco Bell or something.
Yeah, well, a lot of people. I don't know.
I got a better idea, guys.
Ah.
Let's send a couple of lions down to Mar-a-Lago. They'll make.
Yeah, let him play with those. Yeah. What we need to do is we need our this is what's this is the hair up my butt today. We need the justice system to step forward here. Because this January 6th, this insurrection, and not just January 6th. There were other events leading up to January 6th. There are other things that went on behind the curtains.
Yeah.
That involved congressmen and senators.
Well, it built up to that.
And that involved the Department of Justice. These are things that they tried to do. The insurrection itself was an afterthought. It was Plan B. Plan 1 was to stop the. Huh?
That's why he doesn't want us to see what went on behind the curtain.
And if the Republicans get in power in the Congress, baby, this comes to a halt. This will not be investigated by Congress. They will stop it. The plan is in the works, baby. It's the long game. With this asshole coming at the Republican Party, state by state, and he's already done Texas, and he's already done Florida.
Oh, he lost.
He's going after...
what was it? They said today he lost. The guy finally came out and he said, "We're done. We're not doing any more voting things, anything. We're finished."
Georgia.
Yeah, he said we are done.
Last case in Georgia.
This is done. We're finished. He can bite us. We're finished.
Georgia needs to step up and press charges against Trump.
You know what, though, John? There's a flip side to this.
What?
because me and TW was talking about this, I think, last week. About, you remember all of a sudden now Mitch McConnell wants to vote to raise the debt ceiling until December?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, think about it for a second. I think Donnie and TW was telling me this, and I thought about it when he was telling me this.
Yeah.
McConnell's investors told him, well, look, if you don't raise the debt ceiling, you not only screw the Democrats, you screw us too, because if you allow America to default on its loans, we're going to lose money too. So guess what's going to happen to you?
He gets less money.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. Don't forget what Mitch McConnell said about the debt ceiling. It's a hostage worth ransoming. It's a hostage worth ransoming. That's what Mitch McConnell is. He agreed to this because, if we do default.
So with that being said, I was doing some thinking about what Bo of the Bureau of the Fifth Column said today about what Trump was saying. And I was thinking, you know what? If Trump's going to try and hang that over the GOP to get his base to vote for them next year, but then you're going to have all of the lobbyists and the investors telling Congress and the Senate, hey, don't listen to Donnie, because if you listen to Donnie, then we're going to have a problem and you're going to lose your money. So I'm thinking, okay, there's a double-edged sword here with them. Either they listen to Donnie or they listen to their investors.
Well,
there's going to be a point. There's going to be a point, I think, that they're going to say, Donald Jonathan Trump, that now we're done with you, fool. We're finished. We're done. We're at adios.
If the Republican Party had any integrity or sense or common sense or anything left in them, that's exactly what they would do. They would rise up. They would band together and say, look, we're tired of this playing this game. This guy's an idiot. He lost. Thanks a lot, Donnie. Do whatever little song and dance you got to do to shuffle his ass out the door. He's an embarrassment to the party.
Embarrassment.
Yeah.
And that's what this little gauntlet thrown down today or yesterday when he come out and said, hey, if you don't fix this, nobody's going to vote. He is threatening the Republican Party that he will, know he's going to backpedal on that. He'll backpedal on it today. He'll encourage people to go out and vote. It's just a bullshit thing because that's what he does. He pulls bullshit out of his ass and throws it on the floor, and that's what you're supposed to respond to. It's bullshit. It's a pile of shit. That's it. It's yeah, exactly. Leslie Siemens, tell Donnie to kick rocks, baby. If they would just come together. If one would have enough courage to, one did.
If they would come together, if they would come together and just say, kiss off, Donnie, goodbye.
You see Mitt Romney out there doing it? No, Mitt Romney's backed off going, okay, I'm a righteous guy, but hey, I can't go against the demon himself.
Mitt's on his freaking yacht that flies a flag from the Cayman Islands. Come on,
What do you want to know? What do you want to know? Almost heaven, baby. Almost heaven. That's what's his name? Out of West Virginia. Damn it.
Do you think Mitch McConnell and
Joe Manchin's the name of his boat.
Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
Right now, our problem was we have two problems. Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema. There's our two problems right there in the Senate, baby.
Oh, yeah.
If we had their cooperation, we might get some shit done. But we're too busy aiming at our toe with this big old freaking pistol in our hand, fixing to blow our toe off. Because we're ticking around. And every time this comes up, I keep thinking of seeing Joe Manchin up on the top of his yacht, telling them people down there in them kayaks all about the entitlement society that we have. Yeah. Really. From your yacht.
Yeah.
Think about that.
But John, do you think that Ted Cruz and Mitch McConnell want to lose all that money that they get from their investors?
Well, it's all about the money for them. So that's a decision we're going to see them make. What are they going to do? Are they going to continue on this road with their tongue stuck up a carnival clown's ass? Or are they going to go where the money's going to go?
They're going to have to decide one of the two.
Because they're damn sure not going to go where honor and integrity go. That's not the Republicans.
Is there a Republican Party strong enough to get rid of this asshole, or is there a Republican Party not strong enough and just letting him throw it?
Is there a Republican Party that has got enough gumption to guide the conservatives in the right direction? That's what this is what the betrayal comes from Republicans, because as in all our body politic, they are the leaders. They are the leaders selected by their own countrymen to go up there and lead me in Washington in my state house, whatever it is. You're the leader. And they all go up there and toe this line with Donnie. Are you shitting me? You're supposed to be a leader. If your constituents are out there saying, well, I think that Donald Trump really won the election, well, it's your job to be a leader and stand up there and tell them, no, he didn't. That's a lie. And our democracy is solid, and we're going to survive this, but we cannot listen to a
idiot anymore.
Narcissistic idiot. But that's what we're not getting from the Republican Party. We're getting a bunch of ass lickers who think they can make a dime. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know what Donnie has to do, John?
What?
You have a song for it.
Yes. Donnie needs to.
I just need you to shut the fuck up. There's nobody else, you bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Maybe have a dance or something, you know? We can be relaxed. If he would just shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
But he won't. He don't. He won't. He's going to keep because he doesn't care.
Now you have another button there that basically
explains to you what a Republican is nowadays.
Yep.
They are.
It's basically.
You're the lowest form of life on earth. You're not even human fucking beings.
Not anymore.
You are nothing but unorganized, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit.
That's what you are, and don't
come back until you've redeemed yourselves.
And that's exactly what the Republican Party. They're a bunch of scumbags, and don't come back until you've redeemed yourself and gotten rid of this tick that's on you, sucking all your blood out of you. And your money. I don't know.
And you have another button there.
Because right now they're acting like the other thing where they're shooting something out of their...
Out of their ass?
Yeah, the other button right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not... You can say ass. It's okay. I don't think they fucking care. Nobody's sitting here with a sensor button on my ass. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, John, you got another button there, too, that describes Republicans to a T right now.
What?
Talks about their intelligence.
Oh, if they had a brain?
If your brain was donated to science, science would return it.
Science would return it because it isn't worth
There
the
you
shit.
go.
You know why?
You, simply put, are a short-sighted, utterly useless, oxygen-wasting human form of pollution, a Darwin Award-deserving, selfish coward.
Now come here. Now get the hell out of here. That's what you want to do. You want to just slap the shit out of him and say, get the hell out of here, you're stupid. I ain't taking the vaccine because there's just a lot of in my religious experience.
Seriously, if you guys feel like I do,
what?
Sometimes when you watch some of these people, up on the stage and they're sitting there just carrying on, you actually just want to go up, grab them by the scruff of the neck and kick them in the ass. Get out of here.
And I saw that today. That's part of what pissed me off. It's because if you notice, if you watch these talking heads on TV, if you go watch interviews with politicians, ain't nobody finer at the art of taking up 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes talking to them seriously. I mean seriously about the issues that face our day right now and how it affects your life and how we all have to do this. And there's ways that we're going to get this done. And you're just going to be amazed what the hell I'm going to do because, I'm me and who don't love me and because, and they'll talk forever. And they're either A, they don't know what they're talking about. They're treading water. Or B, they already know what they're talking about, but they're not about to admit to anything. It's a dance with politicians. It's trying to find that wording that won't get your ass in trouble. Johnny, I'm sorry.
When's the exact moment they'll change?
Yeah, when the money changes or the vote shifts. And that's what we talked about before. It's only when our voice becomes more powerful than their money that's when we win.
Hey, John.
Huh. Oh, Johnny Fly.
I thought you had this orange-haired toad under control. What happened that you let him out?
No. He got out. We're trying, brother. Every day we try. Every day.
Hey,
and it gets hard. Gets hard.
I know.
Gets tiring. But you come back every day and keep that shit up. Huh?
I wanted to ask you, did you hear Leo Sahaki's latest rant? I'll tell you, that was right on.
No, I haven't. No,
Oh, my God.
I'm lucky to be getting my rant out, brother. No, I haven't had a chance. Was it good?
Oh, my God, yeah. If you get a chance, listen to it.
I will. I'll try to get over there and
he,
take a listen.
he did it on YouTube, John, and I'll tell you what. It was like a kick in the ass for the Democrats. We need to get our act together.
Indeed.
This indecisiveness is going to be the death
Yeah, that's us taking aim at our foot.
Yeah.
Dance or I'll shoot. You know? And the gun's in our hand.
We've got it. We need to use it now.
Exactly.
That if we don't, who do we have to blame if Trump comes back? If the Republicans take over the House in the midterm, who do we blame for that? Trump?
Yeah, the Voting Rights Act.
There are more Democrats in this country than Republicans. Yes.
That's it.
A story just come out on CNN.
Oh, brother, pray tell.
.com.
Republican
lawmakers fear Trump claims may depress turnout next year.
Are you shitting me? Really? Telling people do not go vote might impact the
That's
polling?
what he said, yeah.
My goodness. They're getting smarter every day. You know,
I hope they take his advice, too.
What are you saying? I want to thank Keith who came in with another donation for just playing the Shut the Fuck Up song.
I want to thank the Republican Party for listening to Donnie. Good job.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well, it's a double-edged sword. We sit here and joke and say, "Yeah, don't go vote," but what he is actually telling them is, "Don't go vote. Go perform insurrection." You know, that's what he's encouraging to do.
Participate in the democracy.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
let's have the
what,
Civil
John?
War. That kind of bullshit.
Well, you know what, John? Leo made a good point. He said, if you watch the Republican Party, they're all in lockstep. That's the term I believe he used. They are united for one thing. They want Donnie wants to get back in.
Huh?
Where the Democrats are always fighting amongst themselves. We have too much infighting. We got to get together and unify.
We have to.
So,
and it's a noble cause because we're fighting for what we want as Democrats.
We have lobbyists.
What's that, Spark?
Lobbyists are ruining the whole thing. It's not infighting.
It's money.
Well, the thing, I think it's a little bit of both.
You think Joe Manchin? Come on now. He is tied to the coal lobbyists. I mean, he's got an anchor around his ass that will hold down that big old yacht he's floating in.
Between him and Sinema.
And remember, Richard Ojeda was trying to make a difference in West Virginia.
He was.
Yeah,
and he still is. You're still using his voice. He is still using his voice, so yes, he's still making an impact. Still chipping away little by little.
John?
Yes, sir.
You didn't get the memo. He's moving to North Carolina.
Ojeda is?
Yeah, he did move.
Is he thinking about trying to go into politics there? I'm sure he is, wherever he is.
He got sick of West Virginia because there's nothing being done there. It's like a shithole, he called it.
Oh, man.
We welcome Mr. Ojeda down here in North Carolina. We can use another blue dot.
Yeah, Richard Ojeda. Yeah, I'm glad
he's a good guy.
He talked about he had a bunch of trailers down there on his property, and they're going to start building his house.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's in the western part
but
of the
it's
state.
a shame that, you know, the coal money won out on that deal. They did, obviously.
Did you guys hear though what I can't remember where I heard it, but somebody shared it on Facebook that the CDC came out with a thing that they did a thing. I don't know where the CDC is getting the data and how they're finding out, but I guess they're finding out that 85% of the people in the USA that's died from COVID identifies themselves as Republican or GOP.
Well, I don't know, but I did see that from, I think it was June through September, that there were an additional 90,000 Americans that died who didn't have to.
Yeah, a simple thing like a vaccine. I mean, what the hell? Did you see also Sanjay Gupta, the doctor that's on CNN, had an interview with what the hell is that guy, Joe Rogan or something. Three hours, and the asshole still doesn't want to get vaccinated. What the hell? If I didn't know any better, I would have thought Joe was a doctor too. Only he got that
Missed the beginning of my show, did you, Johnny? That's all right. I'm just giving you shit. Hey, let me thank Diana Mallory, who came in with a $5 donation and said, I want that shut the fuck up as my ringtone on my phone. You know, I'll Diana, thank you very much. Bequeather of the gong and secret squirrels and maker of things happen. Anyway, Curtis Wood came in with $5 and said if they don't like $3.5 trillion for 10 years, make it $2 trillion for 5 years. Hey, then we'll come back and double it up in 5 years. Yeah. Good thinking, Curtis.
There you go.
See, it's negotiating. Yeah, we'll come down. We'll come down to 2 for 5, then we'll come in and we'll re-up it. Yeah.
Hey, maybe we should run for Congress. What do you think?
You should, Johnny. You should
I'm
jump.
saying all of us. Yeah, right. I think I'm getting too old for Congress, John.
You know what, Johnny Fly?
No, you're just a baby in the
Every day, every one of us should act like we are running for Congress.
Yeah, we should. You're right.
Because I'm damn sure thinking that everybody in this chat and everybody here would make a better congressman than some of the ones I see. Have you seen Louis Gohmert? Huh?
Oh, boy.
Have you seen him?
God.
Really?
Oh,
Tell me you could not do a better job than Louis Gohmert.
Oh, my God.
A
child could
Lorraine Bobart, or the cucumber lady out of Georgia's 14th district. You know, tell me you could not be a better congressman than that lady. You could.
Did you hear about Lauren Bobart's post today?
Well,
No, pray tell. What did she say?
Did you hear about the guy over in Norway using a bow and arrow to shoot people with?
I heard the story of the shooting, but I did not hear her comment. I'm sure. Wait, before you say it, does it have anything to do with gun rights?
Uh-oh.
Well, yeah.
Oh, how surprising!
I don't have the tweet in front of me, but she talks about the bow and arrow guy killing and says, see, it's not the weapon, it's the people. And then some people come back and say, well, you can't get a gun that easy in Norway. And then they get it.
Yeah. Well, they don't.
Come back to how many deaths there were in Norway last year compared to the United States.
Oh, baby, we're number one. Oh, nobody can touch our. Yeah, are you shitting me? We kill more of our citizens every day down here, and it doesn't raise anybody's eyebrow.
Huffington Post had a story with
chanting USA.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
You know the one thing that Bill was saying that's going to kill the Republican Party? You think about it? Next year? Is that them fucking with Roe versus Wade, because while a lot of people know is like what Bill was saying, is that 60% of GOP women are for women's rights.
Yeah, not all conservatives are against Roe v. Wade. That's true. See, that goes in with part of the things that you have to keep in your mind this day and age. It is, it's the old adage of the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Well, all of the outrage that we see, and most of it coming from and spreading out from the orange anus in Mar-a-Lago, golden sunshine, golden showers, and fine Russian hospitality. It's his filth that keeps that going. God damn it. See there, I made a funny and then I forgot what I had an important thing to say there. You would have enjoyed it too, because it was very profound. Anyway.
Well, is it related to Mar-a-Lago, John?
What?
Is it related to Mar-a-Lago? You just mentioned Mar-a-Lago.
Yes, I was just, that's a saying. I love it. It's one of my T-shirts.
I know.
It says Mar-a-Lago, and it says home of golden sunshine, golden showers, and fine Russian hospitality. Religious restrictions apply. It's right on there. Yeah.
The land of golden
one of those ones that I memorized. Sort of like my T-shirt that says, if we had confidence the president clearly did not commit a crime, we would have said so. That is a direct verbatim quote.
You know,
from,
John.
Mueller
himself.
Yeah, from Mueller
with
himself.
With those golden showers, I think you're probably thinking of a nice fountain that the sun is shining.
Nope,
through,
I'm thinking about a hooker peeing on Trump. That's what I'm thinking of.
Now, I was trying to keep it clean, and look what you said.
No. You talk about golden showers. I'm thinking of Trump in a hotel room with a Russian hooker. That's what I'm thinking.
Hookers in Moscow.
Yeah, it's, you know, I heard it.
I thrown out the window.
I heard it on the internet. And just like I heard that his mama went to the Brooklyn Zoo, seen an orangutan, had a little pokey there, and out came Donnie. That's the story I heard on the internet. See?
Bill Maher. Bill Maher got sued for that.
Yes, I heard it on the internet. I heard it from somebody that he was directly descendant of a pokey with an orangutan at the zoo. That's what I heard.
And he lost the case. Donnie lost the case.
Yeah,
hey, John,
he did.
If you heard it on the internet, it's got to be correct.
Got to be true.
That's what I'm implying. If you heard it on the internet, well, my God, it's got to be true. That's, you know, with so many people, you know, somebody said. Well, no, somebody said what? You know.
That's what we say at Rancho Tire Biter. It must be true.
It must be true because I heard it on Facebook. We can be better. We can do better.
At Rancho Tire Biter.
At Rancho Tire Biter. See? I'm telling you.
That must be true.
Hey, you know what, Jorge? It sounds like you have a podcast in the works.
I feel that anything that comes out of Rancho Tire Biter, I can trust better than a whole lot of other bullshit I hear. Okay? I'm just saying.
Well, we try to be real and keep it real.
That's it.
Well, both of you gentlemen, that is exactly what we need to do to Congress. We need to make them be real. We need to hold them to account. We need to make them, by virtue of your voice and your vote, to start representing us and start doing it in a more timely manner. Because this bullshit of stretching things out for freaking years is getting tiring. And when people get tired, they give up. And apathy sets in, and they win. They win. You'll do what you're told to do. Yeah. Go on with your life and try to struggle as much as you can, and don't pay attention to what government is doing. Yes, Johnny Fly.
What is it that these the polls, Joe Biden in the polls, and all? What the hell is all going on with this now? I mean, would they
Joe Biden is down in the polls. Joe Biden is down in the polls right now because why? Because why? Not because he doesn't have the plan. He's got the plan.
Yeah.
His polls have dropped because we see a Republican Congress not being able to get the shit done.
Yep.
And they equate that to the because the buck stops with him.
Plug on them.
Well, they always equate that to the presidency, which they shouldn't. They always do.
That's what I was going to say.
We've got serious problems in this country with people still not getting vaccinated with the COVID. We have serious supply problems in this country, not only with the ships at sea, but getting chips for electronic equipment, with everything from your toaster to your car. There are issues that face this president since day one. And he is trying to address them, but if he doesn't get the job done, he's going to be the one to suffer.
Well, John, what I don't understand is we had like over 4 years of the orange-haired asshole in the White House. Would they rather go back to a dictator who didn't know what the hell he was doing? He didn't know what he was doing.
I think he was God's.
We all like to think
God's choice.
that they are fighting the good fight for us. The problem is we got two. I'm going to call it. You got two. If it wasn't for Manchin and Sinema, are you shitting me? We could have advanced this. We could have been just like they did with their $1 trillion tax cut for the rich that they did not pay for.
They were there.
This is paid for. This increases the taxes, and that's why Joe Manchin and Kristen said, no, you can't raise taxes on the corporate America or the rich people. No, we can't do that. They pay my bills.
And you can't negotiate cheaper drug prescriptions.
Yeah, no. Can't do that. No, because, freedom. It's because they're getting the money from the lobby. The pharma lobby, the oil and gas, the energy industries. That's big money.
Here, have a gun.
John.
Here, have a gun. Calm down.
Hey,
here's
John.
a gun.
Yeah.
John, did you hear?
That's Texas.
You hear all the political spot ads that are coming on TV now for the petroleum industry and for that drug negotiating?
Oh, there's commercials on TV every 5 seconds. Don't let the government negotiate drug prices. They'll tell you what you can and cannot take. Well, don't let the government take control.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me? I've
bullshit.
explained what I have to pay for my health insurance and what my prescriptions cost me because I'm a retired federal employee who negotiated with these companies, and that's what it's all about. They don't want that. These are our people who don't want to negotiate drug prices because they're getting paid from lobbyists, and this goes right back to what I said before. It is only until our voice outnumbers the number of dollars they're getting from. If they don't have the votes, baby, they're not going to get the dollars, no matter who's offered it to them. If they're not in office, they don't get the money. That's the message we need to send to them, not them sending us a message of, oh, wait, we're going to let me talk for 15 more minutes and I'll baffle your ass. And thanks a lot for coming and your donation. We need to push, baby. It's our voice.
John,
yeah.
John, I got this day in history for you.
And in this day in history, what happened?
October 14th, 1962, U-2 photographed missile sites in Cuba.
Boy.
Determination was made within 24 hours thanks to intel.
Wow, Spark. Really? How long ago?
1962. Don't you remember the missiles of October?
I do remember, and that's exactly what I'm saying. That's how, see, that's you get old and, well, shit, you're lucky. You got old. Because I know a lot of people who didn't. And I cherish that thought every fucking day of my life. I'm here. People I know aren't.
Well, and you got to remember, too, in October 13, 2021, Shatner went into space.
Where a lot of men have gone before, but he was the first actor that did.
For about
good for him.
91-year-old to go to space.
Asshole. I'm only 68. I could have gone.
They
It's
should
like
have
going
sent
up
Donnie.
Nobody called me.
on a gong thing.
They should have sent They should have sent Donnie up into space. Only on the outside.
Outside.
He was a
Strap
hack
his ass to
actor to begin with,
But
He was a
think about
hack
it.
to begin with.
If they would have sent Donnie, that would have been the first floating turd in space.
Well, it
Yeah.
makes.
But he
I'm debating on whether it would be the
Unbuckle
first
his
one. I don't know.
seatbelt.
You got to do something. No, we recycle
No,
up
but
there.
he
You don't
would've
want floating
said he
around
was
turds.
the
We got
best
enough
one.
shit up there. You don't need some flying ass turd to go
Nobody
splat on
knows
somebody.
more about space than Donnie. Okay.
Yeah. One at a time.
Yeah, I
Have you
forgot
hit that like button yet? Down underneath the screen there on YouTube, y'all got a like button over there on Facebook. Do a heart. If y'all ain't done that yet, I'm asking you to do that. Because Travis is
I
always
did
saying,
mine.
did you?
Done. 90.
We're gonna check.
I did.
I'm great.
I keep trying to tell everybody, hit that thumbs up,
Please,
man.
hit the like button. Make a comment. All
Zero
those
zero
things count,
thumbs
baby.
down.
Huh? No thumbs down? Hey, look at us. We're getting better.
Yeah,
We're getting better. Don't worry. They'll come back later. They'll put it there. I'm sure.
There you go.
Anyway, Claudia Garcia just came in with a $5 donation and said, I don't trust Merrick Garland. I think he is going to disappoint us, baby. Thank you, Claudia. I hope you're wrong. I don't want to be disappointed.
I'm afraid.
What is really going to count here in the next few days is whether or not I see the Department of Justice take this seriously. We have people that did not respond to a congressional subpoena. They are now under criminal contempt. What would happen to your ass if you were under criminal contempt is the same thing that happens to their ass.
Well,
That's fair justice.
Benny Thompson came on TV this afternoon, John. He's the chairman of the committee.
Yeah.
and he said they were referring criminal contempt charges
Yes.
to DOJ.
Yes. Yeah, I watched him.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing this on CNN right now, John. They
What?
said Trump
Breaking
could
news?
possibly be, yeah, Trump could be possibly subpoenaed too as part of the probe. I hope so.
He might be what?
Yeah.
Nobody is off limits. The January 6th committee
To be
said nobody's
subpoenaed?
off limits.
To subpoena
said
his
he
ass?
would be.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would.
He
Yeah.
already has to go. He has to go to New York next week to for that case because he has to appear and sign a deposition.
It says here 6th committee
the
chairman
big
not
deposed,
not-
yeah.
And you know what's going to happen if he does?
He'll lie.
We're going to listen to a whole bunch of bullshit about the rights of a president and how we could. Yeah, you're going to listen to years of shit.
I don't remember.
That is his. Their primary thing is the delay.
But if he does that, it will be lying. It will be perjury in front of a grand jury. He will
Well,
be in big
Anderson
trouble.
Cooper's interviewing Adam.
Adam.
What the hell?
Adam Schiff,
Guy, no, not Schiff. The other guy.
the other Adam
The-
Kinzinger.
Yeah,
Adam Kinzinger.
Kinzinger.
Adamant?
Yeah.
See,
And
the
it's
Rolodex
committee
in my head. It's
They said they're
so
not ruling
stuffed.
out a subpoena for Trump. That's what it says.
Yeah.
So I hope they do give him a subpoena and get his
This-
authored ass before him.
Yeah.
Now, whether he would actually, I'm sure he's going to fight it somehow. He'll probably get his attorneys or somebody. I don't see how he could get out of it.
He can't.
No.
He can't.
we're going to see.
Huh.
We're going to see,
Okay.
as I was saying, in the next few days. We're going to see whether or not the Justice Department. Well, let's give them a week. I'm very liberal with my expectations, but I want to see some action from the Department of Justice against these people quickly and swiftly, as to use the language they use, swiftly. Because if you don't, I'm going to start losing more and more hope.
Yeah, it loses momentum.
It does. It does. Justice is swift, baby. No, that's not true. Justice is slow.
Justice delayed
Justice
is
true
justice
is-
not
John,
served.
John,
The arc of the universe is long, but it bends towards justice. But as long as we pull on it. That's what Martin Luther
John,
King said. Huh?
John, TW was kicked out. You want to bring him back
Oh,
in?
Lord,
I
I'm
know
sorry.
Jeremy has his hand up. No, it's
did
TW was
not
kicked
see.
out. And Jeremy has his hand up too. Okay.
I've seen that. Jeremy, are you in the room with us?
I was here before, but I got kicked out.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
TW,
not
you
you.
with us, right?
It's nothing
Very
personal.
Okay. We got everybody back. They tried to leave, but we just pulled them back in.
When I first came
John,
through,
I'm sorry. Wait, hold up, Bill. Go ahead, Bill.
No, anyway, I know you're about ready to wrap up. You've been on over an hour and a half, but I wanted to leave one last thought with everybody. Thank you for indulging me for a few minutes and letting me speak my mind, and I appreciate it. And I've heard a lot of good things on the show, but a reminder, guys. All this little stuff gets us wrapped around all those issues, but remember the important issue, our voting rights. So in the next year, you're gonna hear me say 1,000,000 times, if not more, don't forget to vote and take somebody with you. Convince a non-voter, convince somebody that didn't vote last time, convince somebody.
We gotta be serious about this shit.
Yeah, you got to take them with you. We're going to turn out the vote. We're going to win this thing, but we need to fight.
We don't have
and
we
we
don't have an alternative.
All that laundry list of stuff. I think 100 things that we can write this the list that I listed 10 or 12, but all those things are immaterial without the right to vote. So let's protect that. And thank you for letting me be a small voice in the Blue Dot family, and I really appreciate you, John.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for your opinion, brother. Your voice is welcome here anytime.
And I'm glad to hear Bill was on the show. We love you, Bill.
We all love you,
We
Bill.
all love you, Bill. It's a loving ass family. I am telling you,
I-
where else are you going to find such shit?
I'm just thankful to have another place where I can try to convince people that, hey, we can win this thing. Don't give up, guys.
We are going to win this thing.
That's right.
We don't have an option for
never give up, never surrender.
Failure is not an option.
I'll catch you in the chat room here in a few minutes. I'm going to go tend to my dogs, and I'll be over there.
All right, Bill, I'll meet you in the blue room in just a little bit. We are indeed about to wrap
All right,
up.
take care, guys.
You bet. As you can tell, quite easily, we are in a serious times in our political life as a country. They say all great civilizations are destined to fail. We ain't. We're going to have to do food, buddy. Anyway, the depth to which Donnie is willing to go, as I said earlier when we started this, he is willing to destroy the Republican Party. And he is willing to destroy this country if he does not get his way. If we do not install him as president for life, then he will destroy this country. That is the threat that this country faces right now.
That's right.
And that is what lit another fire under my ass today. I've been tired. I've been very tired, as a matter of fact. There's a lot of shit going on in our life that y'all have no idea what it is. But it's not anything that, there are a lot of other Blue Dot families across this world that ain't facing the same kind of shit in your life. But I still have to take this time because this is important. It is. To be freaking blunt about it, I think to myself, well, John, smoking the way you do, and well, I gave up chasing women. Anyway, chances are, you're closer to the fucking end than you are the beginning. When else in my life am I ever going to be able to stand up and say, hey, just wait a freaking minute? Are you shitting me? That ain't right. This ain't right. And that's what I started. Yeah. That's what I'm doing today. So no matter how tired I get, I am more tired of watching the destruction of the country that I love, the country that I served and many others served, and still defend their oath with honor, then I still get pissed. That patriotism in me still comes out because I love this country, because I've been to other countries. This is a good one. This is a good one. Mm-hmm. We can't lose it over bullshit, and we can't let it die in darkness. We can't let it die behind closed doors in each state while they determine who gets to vote and who don't. And not only that, it's not about the quantity of the vote, it's about the quality of the vote.
Don't. Yeah.
They're trying to push
it could be really cool if everybody act right.
Yeah, there you go. Don't be an asshole, DBAA. Just act right. Don't be an asshole. Be right. Be a good citizen. Be kind to your neighbor. Put a smile on somebody's face. That kind of stuff. That's what makes a community. That's what makes a society. When we
John,
listen.
that sounds like another planet to me. It's
well,
certainly on here.
We need to save this one because we're not going to make it to another one. Some future generation way down the line from us might. But we got to fix this one because this is the one that we're living on.
Cool.
Hi, Julia Thompson. How you doing, darling? Anyway, it is about time to wrap it up and call it an evening. Go out there and make sure because we're by. Our kids are gone. One's working and one's networking. So anyway, I guess I better call it a night and go in there and make sure my wife is still in there. She is because if not, I'd hear that big old pit bull in there. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming by. Thank you for making this family. This conversation that goes on here, that's what makes us family, baby. Spread that shit. Talk to your friends every day. It doesn't have to be about politics. Hey, did you hear about whatever anyway. Talk to your neighbors.
Hoping to see you in San Antonio.
You will see me in San Antonio if you show up, because I'm going to be there. I will be there on the 12th. I'll be there on November 12th and 13th and 14th. Yeah. We're going to be in San Antonio, Texas. So if you go by the website of Blue Dot in Texas, you could look at all the info. I think, Travis, maybe it's there. Maybe it'll be there tomorrow. Anyway, it's a question I'll ask him when he gets home. Yeah, we're
main downtown.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, we're going to have several days downtown to visit.
Margaret,
I am
Margaret
so
Square,
looking forward to putting
Cool
faces.
beans.
Miss Linda's going to be there. Diana Mallory's going to be there. There are others. Terry Ballard, our own Bill Jones is going to be there. I want to put faces to some of our family. I gave a few calls today to some Blue Dots that haven't been around in a while just to make sure, hey, I don't know if you've been watching the show, but hey, we're going to be there. So if you're in the San Antonio area, come on down to the market area because that's where we're going to be, baby. And we can visit and have a margarita and solve the problems of the world and indeed save the world. Is that not right,
Save
Jorge?
the world, yeah.
We will save the world.
Yeah.
Save the world, baby.
All right.
I got to work on my plane reservations, John. See what's up
Well,
there.
Johnny Fly, if you can make it, brother, we'd love to have you. It's set
I'm
in
gonna
stone.
Try my best to make it.
Thanks to the help of Bill Jones, of Diane Mallory, of getting all that done and solidifying where we're going to be. I'm much more relaxed now. I know where I'm going to be. I know where I'm going to be.
Good.
And they have a bar.
And hopefully you'll know my face when you see it. I got my hair
Well, of
cut,
course.
so I'm a little lighter.
It's the same one that you sent me on the big pinup picture you sent me, right?
Well, almost.
Did you Photoshop that shit? No.
I
ain't
got
no pinup
older.
picture. You got older. Anyway. Johnny Fly, thank you for being here, brother.
We all get older.
Ain't that the truth? Thank goodness so. Count your blessings that we are. Guess what the
pleasure to be
alternative
here.
would have been?
That's
Not
the
good.
alternative, yeah.
Not good.
My pleasure to be here, John.
Thank you, brother. Thank
Always.
you very much. And Keith, did you ever get your microphone fixed? If I don't hear you, so I'll just assume you can hear us. Keith, Kathy, thank you so much for being a part of this family. Thank you for being in here. We appreciate it tremendously. And Ben Stroud, thank you, Ben, for coming in.
You're welcome.
Visiting. I'm glad things are going well up there in Kansas City, brother. You getting visits from Joe Biden. There you
Thanks
go.
for having me on the show.
You bet. TW, thank you, brother. Take care of Mork for us. Oh, TW's taking care
Hello,
of Mork.
TW.
Anyway, Jeremy, thank you very much. We appreciate you being here.
John, earlier you were bragging about Jenny gets delivery first thing in the morning. Well, there's someone else in this group that can get delivery too of anything they want.
Oh, yeah? Well,
Yeah,
who's that
Sparky,
spoiled rotten?
Oh,
I know it. See, I was fixing to say, who's that spoiled rotten, Brett? That's Sparky Dunk. Hell yes, he can get anything delivered. Anything.
Thanks for having me, John.
You bet, Jeremy. Thanks for being here. Spark. I'm telling you, brother. All that delivery is just killing me. Thank you, Spark. I know he's busy right now, but thanks, Sparky Dunk, for coming by and visiting with us. We always enjoy it every time. Anyway, thank you, Bill Jones, for being in here and giving us your passion. We appreciate that. To this Blue Dot family, baby, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you. It shows that you give a shit about your country. Good deal. Good thing to do. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Mañana, baby. It's Beer and Bud Friday, so put the beer on ice, put the bud in the bowl. Let's get ready to relax. Hey, we got a lot more entertainment coming. We're either going to see things happen or we're going to see a lot of a dancing show. So either way, it's going to be entertainment. So make sure you pay attention. And that's a good way to kick off the weekend. Other than that, we'll be back here for Sunday for another Blue Dot family meeting. Please come by and join us. And if you ain't done it yet, don't forget about our own Erin Trombley running for town council up in Moru, New York. There's her Facebook account, her Act Blue account. Go give her moral support. Give her a donation if you can. She needs it. I have high hopes that she is going to. I have confidence in this lady. If you look at the interview, you know why. Her heart is in the right place, and she knows what direction to go in, baby. Go, run, Erin, run. Anyway, I want to hit that button, too. Timing with the buttons. Again, if you watched earlier in the show, I know what buttons to hit. It's just the timing shit I got to get down. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. And, well, now I really don't want to leave until everybody's name at least goes by once. That's kind of pitiful. Gary Atkins would appreciate that. So would J.E. Blinn. And Keith Bill just donated $5 just to let us know my mic screwed up. Well, get you another mic, or you could use a George or a Henry, I guess. Mike ain't doing the job, man. You're gonna have to hire somebody. No, Keith, that's happened to a lot of us. We just appreciate you being here. And again, I know that the honeymoon phase of the wedding is not over yet, so I know y'all. Yeah, I'd say my mic screwed up too. That sounds like a good excuse. Yeah. Anyway, Keith, we love you. We love this whole Blue Dot family, baby. And Tim Barnes and Timothy and Sylvia Jr. and Wendy Klebe and William White. Thank you to all of our Patreon members. Thank you for being supportive. Thank you for donating $1 a month, baby. Hey, that's cheap entertainment, man. I can't get that anywhere else. Thank you to everyone who donated a la carte tonight. We appreciate it tremendously, baby. It keeps the bills paid and allows some breathing room. Anyway, indeed, David Billings, Beer and Bud Friday tomorrow. Cheers to all, and we'll see y'all later. Y'all say good night to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. We'll